Land already, we have actually just going down. This is like the eco stomp going on right now, guys. They did manage to get a kill onto Forest.
Yeah, and in the round before this one, Recursive had went for the body armor buy, so that's why they had just a plain eco this time. Yeah. Can't expect too much. The body armor buy went okay. I mean, they got some kills in every here and there. You can see they have 5 in total on Maniac there. But well, we'll have to see how this goes. I'm really excited. I feel like Recursive could be the one team that could upset the situation in this group. I don't think there's a big chance, but if there is a team that could really pull out something crazy, it might be Recursive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. It's entirely possible. It's like hard to think that it's likely. That's the thing. They really are the underdogs in this match because Ninjas and Pyjamas have put an insane amount of work and preparation into this tournament. As we all know, they've signed out. They've dropped out of online leagues. They've dropped out of LAN events. They're just like, we are going to focus on DreamHack. And because of that, they seem to be just so much stronger. It's like a return to Ninjas of old if you've watched their recent games. So, Recursive, man, going into this match, and they're under the gun.
And that's the one thing they have going for them really here. And it's something that we can't really underestimate. Like, being the underdog is a powerful position to be in because you can all of a sudden, you know, just come
back to the wall.
Yeah, and you got that massive momentum boost. If things go right, they go really right. And if things go wrong, well, then nobody's really sort of blaming you. They're just saying, well, you know, we didn't expect them to beat NIP anyway. Right now, it's a good start for the Ninjas, and we'll have to see if Flarinia does catch Maniac with a good shot there.
Yeah.
So to see how this goes.
A lot of damage going on to Maniac. He's going to regret that peak all of a sudden. Tiflarn getting the punish out there, and it still looks like, as far as things are concerned here, Recursive still taking things very slowly in this round. This is the first buy round for them. This is the first time they've really got rifles to work with, and now, you know, they don't want to throw those away. They don't want to throw those away willy-nilly and just trying to get kills or anything like that. It looks like they're just going to go for the setup, and they are going to overwhelm Tiflarn.
Yeah, very good stuff here. Forest defending go heavily with the FAMAS. Does get 1 kill in there. Does a lot of damage to Uzi and Maniac as well. So Exist is not really the only one covering the bomb site, but he's smoked off as well. The bomb will go down. It's a 3-on-4 situation, and now NIP trying to come in here, but look at this position. Very, very clever in the smoke. They do spot him though. Freiburg, very good
why
game
is that
sense.
smoke there? Why is that smoke there? And they check the angle. Just the nip on point right now. And now, well, Recursive, they've still got 3 guys alive, and they have the Triangle of Doom set up on the A spot. It's going to be so hard for Ninjas to get in here, and the time keeps ticking off that bomb. They're running out of it.
Oh, Exist and Get Right coming in. It's Kenny alone in a 1-on-2. It's ticking away. They have to find and kill him first, though. One defusing it. Oh, there's the headshot from Get Right. And is there enough time? Just barely for Exist to make that happen. I think Get Right was that was down to the very last second. If Get Right hadn't got the shot exactly then, Kenny would definitely have taken out Exist, and then there would have been no time to defuse. Now it's 4-0 instead. And Recursive have yet to pick up a round, but they will at the very least pick up some rifles here.
Yeah, looks like they will just go for the buy. And because they did get that plant, it's that bonus money that's paying off right there. So we can see, however, the effects of of these rounds on their economy. 0, 0, 0, 0 on 4 members with $400 to spare. That's pretty dire times here for Recursive. If they don't land this round or at least get the plant, they're going to be in a very tight spot.
Let's see. I mean, we didn't do this at all because we went into this so quickly. But just let's quickly go through it. NIP, we've got Forest, Get Right, Exist, Flarion, and Freiburg. And on Recursive, we got Uzi, Happy, GMX, Maniac, and Kenya. So those are the 10 players here on the server. Again, welcome to the stream. We're sorry about the rough start that we got to this game, but hopefully we could see Recursive trying to make some sort of comeback here. As we said, they are the underdogs, but that can sometimes be an advantage. Yeah.
That's the thing. When your back's to the wall, you fight all the harder. And now, well, you know, if ever there was a moment, these are the way the groups. Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Recursive are doing an NIP. They've got 1 person in the apartments and 4 people pushing towards the B bomb site. So this is kind of what NIP do.
Yeah, and actually, this is actually drawing a lot of attention by NIP. They've still got 3 guys over here on the A side, and with Exist actually coming over here to support, but they spotted the bomb, and now they know what's up. We already have Exist rotating back. He's going to set up that crossfire on CT. We have 2 guys on the spot. Get Right is still here, and they haven't checked the angle. He's going to get 1, tries to spray down another, and it's not going to happen.
Not quite, but still a 3-on-3 situation, so a decent entry here. And from behind as well, Happy's coming in, and he could be the key player, the main difference here. If Recursive win this round, it's definitely going to be Happy doing it. He walks around, can he find the kill? Oh, he gets spotted, and Forest somehow knew and takes him out. Incredibly unfortunate. Now it's going to be up to Kenny. Great shot there, but he'll go down, and Maniac gets killed right afterwards. So NIP, they managed to retake. They lose 3 players, but that's not such a big deal. They do have the money to lose that amount of players here.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you take a look at the money situation right now, 11K on one, 10K on the other. Like, they've got plenty to go ahead and stretch this and drop for Forest. Forrest has pretty much got his pick of the litter. He gets to do whatever he wants. Hey, drop me an op, drop me a Scar 20, drop me anything. But he's going to go with the Colt. He's going to go with that M4. And Flarion actually managed to snag an AK, so he's going to be holding on to that.
Excellent start for NIP. Another Swedish team doing very well. In the first group, we had LGB and Fnatic coming out, so this could be your third Swedish team joining the playoffs, basically. And we are in Sweden, so I guess it makes sense.
That home turf advantage, man, and we're at DreamHack as well. And NIP, I mean, NIP have dominated in DreamHack, and Exist in particular, even before being on NIP, has won DreamHack championships. I think he hasn't lost a DreamHack championship in like 2 years. So Exist, man, he's got a lot to prove here, but 5-round lead on the CT side, 4 Ninjas in Pyjamas on Inferno. It's going to just get harder and harder here for Recursive to actually have any kind of effect on this.
It definitely will be. And they use all their money on this buy. Maniac's going to take down the Flaren there, so that's a good kill. Good peek from the boiler room. Now they fall back, and because they get the kill so early in the round, and not just when there's 40 seconds left, they have time now, Recursive, to make up their minds and decide where they want to go. Forest in the middle waiting, and they are going to peek him any second now. It's Kenny there, and also Maniac in the boiler room. There's one gone down. Forest gets the shot, gets a second one. The third one's not going to come in. They decide it's not worth it.
Our Forest is monstrous right now. These are 2 rounds where he's just gotten solid frags, and that's leaving 3 members alive here for Recursive. And Recursive seems like they're going to change up the plan. They're going to go for B. Freiberg is still here on the spot, though, and he hides behind new boxes. He's going to be calling out to his teammates. He's going to be waiting for the rotation, and he even kills the bomb carrier.
Oh, great shot from Freiberg. There's the
Freiberg.
trail. Get right actually helping out with that last one. Freiberg also using the Molotov to keep them out of there a little bit. Smart play from Adam, and that's going to be 6-0 now. The 7th round is coming up. Recursive, where's that opening? Right now, they have no money at all, but to equalize their funds, they kind of, actually, not even that, because Uzi went for the body armor buy anyway, and he's down to 1900, so this looks like economic mismanagement from Recursive here.
This is all over the place. Yeah, we see them going back and actually buying helmet armor as well, so all over the place.
I think the call from Recursive this round was, those of you who have enough money, go for body armor so that we can even it out. But then Uzi just decided to do it anyway, and that could be a big problem because you don't want to have, they have Happy and Uzi a little bit low on money here, and that's not good.
Yeah, I can't imagine Kenny S going for it. Like, he's the odd man out for his team right now, but I'm imagining he just wants to get his hands on that op. But there we go, the armor already paying off. Freiberg gets a headshot on the GMX, but quickly gets taken out by Kenny S. And now, well, 4 members alive here on the B spot for Recursive.
Yeah, very good stuff. If they can put down the bomb, maybe they can defend it as well. And remember, they do have the body armor. That's the big difference. Get right takes a dink to the face. It's going to be forced to get one, and Get right. Oh, he's going to get run over here. Happy and Maniac are still there.
Yeah, but they haven't managed to pick up the rifle, and now you see Happy, he manages to get it, but it's empty, man. There's nothing in it. Forest catches him, and that's the thing. You see that rifle on the ground, and you just want to get your hands on it. Unfortunately for him, that time around, and that's not often. I mean, that's the M4A4, and you pick that up, and you're like, there may be a couple rounds left.
Yeah.
M4A1, you pick it up, and you're like, I'm dead. Because you know the reason why that guy died, he ran out of bullets.
Yeah, it's true. Whenever you see someone in the up, you're just like, well, that's it. I'm gone. And now, here's the big rifle. Kenny S with it, and let's see if he can manage to make it work. 4 AKs, 1 AWP. Recursive, if they want the round, this is going to be it.
This is it. All right, there we go, Kenny. Now it's his time to work the magic, man. They're going to be relying a lot on this op and a lot on his work, but Exist actually spotting down Freiberg, and Exist aggressively pushing Freiberg, getting a second one and going for more through the smoke. Look at that. Dodges the bomb. He's goddamn Neo right now.
That is really crazy, and that aggressive push from NIP is not too common on this side. They usually try and prefer more sort of defensive, defending on the B bomb side, staying further back, but pushing up aggressively, leaving Freiberg here alone, putting 4 members in the A bomb site. NIP have very, very much map control at this point.
No, they're sitting pretty, man. They don't have to worry at all. Freiberg, master of the banana. It's good to see him in fine form. And look at this, they're setting up again. Good eye catching that, because that's the smoke that's going to sail over those roofs into banana and just continue to cut it off.
Exactly.
So Recursive, we're down to 45 seconds, and they have yet to get control of banana. They're going to be forced like a funnel, like going through a funnel onto A. Nowhere to go. And that's the 8th round here in a row for Ninjas.
And very cool as well. Just as you said, Freiberg is alone down here, so Exist throws a smoke grenade all the way over across here, and it lands right down there. So very, very smart use of smoke grenades, and that that buys so much time. And eventually, Recursive have to make up their minds and just go for the A bomb site, because they know if they run for the smoke on banana, they won't win the round. Now it's 8-0. The 9th round is coming up. NIP are looking so on form, and they are the defending DreamHack champions.
Yeah, and Exist has got his Scar 20, and he busts this out on Inferno as well. This is where you see him really start to take this sniper rifle, and look at that, he's already getting shots. Just barely getting that pinky toe, but I mean, it's close work, man, it's close work.
This is a brutal start, isn't it? I mean, NIP it is important to have a good start to the tournament. And in DreamHack Summer, they nearly got knocked out of the group stage by Publisher, which turned into Faculty later. So so that whole Swedish mix nearly beat them with Pronax, in fact, and other people in the mix as well. But now it's a different story.
Dude, we had this when we were doing the Fragbite Masters. You know, we saw how NiP were when they were playing, and they just looked dominant. And now, well, Recursive are getting a taste of that. They do manage to find the entry, however, on to Exist.
Yeah, it's a good kill early on there by Maniac. That was really strong. And I think I managed to say it a little bit earlier before we started this game. I'm sure that if Recursive want any chance here in the group stage, it's going to come down to Maniac and Kenny.
Fiflar, and he barely manages to get the second one, but Freiburg is going to be the B play, and he lines him up. He gets 2 kills before getting taken out, brings it back down to a 2-on-2, but Maniac and Kenny S, they don't have a lot of health to work with. Forrest catches Maniac on the rotation, and now it's the 2-on-1. Kenny, last man alive for his team. He needs to get this headshot, but he's not getting the opportunity.
No, he's going to get very flashed as well. There's only 15 seconds for him to go all the way to A and pick up the bomb. Like, this is an unwinnable round, unless somehow Forrest and Freiburg and Geralt just like feed themselves. Like, Forrest can just run away here. He doesn't have to challenge at all. And, well, that's it. Bomb down all the way over in the apartments. That's what made this round, basically. Good shooting from Kenny at the end there, but unfortunately it doesn't matter. And now we're looking at 9-0. The 10th round is coming up. This is a very sad start for the French team.
Yeah, this is terrifying, man. I mean, imagine, you know you're facing off against NiP first, and you're like, okay, we can do this, guys. We can take it to them.
Yeah.
We got this map. And then you get into this 9-0 situation, and you're like, all that confidence, maintaining that confidence just becomes this monumental task.
I mean, and also GMX with 0 kills so far, 1 on Uzi. That's not enough. They need to pick up a kill every once in a while, otherwise it's not going to be good enough. Double grenade down the middle, going to take down Uzi, so he's not going to get a chance this round either to have much of an impact. There is some body armors. There's also the one rifle there that Kenny saved, but Exist is holding down tight in the corner. Actually only going to get the 1 kill in, so maybe not that tight.
And Fifon from the other side, he actually gets picked, but there we go. Get right in Forest, close back in, close that gap, and deny entry. 10 rounds in a row for NiP. And now, let's take a look at the money. They do have enough. And Kenny, does he have enough for the op? Or are they going to drop it for him?
What a start. What a start to Group B here. I mean, in this group, we've got NIP and Recursive also obviously playing here. We've got Universal Soldiers and iBuyPower as well, so we have some very strong teams. And I think everybody imagined that Recursive was going to be in fourth place in this group, but not in this style. That was not what I was expecting.
No, not at all. And it's just, they need to get the next 5 rounds, really. They need to get the next 5 rounds to even have a hope, a chance, a prayer in the second half. This is just looking so difficult at this point. Kenny, I mean, he goes for the op without armor or anything else to go with it. He is committed to the task at this point. He needs to find a shot with his sniper rifle.
There were 3 people here from NIP just set up. Get Right's falling back now, but that was a strange setup from NIP. Still leaving Freiburg alone here at the B bomb site. And behind the smoke, you know, he's not all the way down on Banana. He's really far pushed back. So if he goes down early with a headshot through the smoke or something like that, that's the opening Recursive need.
I mean, this is the thing. We're going to see these kind of strats come out from NiP because apparently they've just rethought everything. Exist has got a stack like 5-10 centimeters high worth of anti-strats and just strats and smokes and flashes. They've reworked everything, and all the time that they've spent boot camping and not competing in online leagues, well, NiP have changed up quite a bit. Maybe a whole different beast. But Kenny, pull the trigger, he legs him! Oh no!
That should have been a kill. Instead, it's Freiburg down to 12, but he's got back orb already. Recursive, now it's time to make the entry. There's only 30 seconds left. They're going to wait and try and push through. Here comes the flash, but Exist and Freiburg on the other side. Going to get the kills. They line them up, and it's just going to be a double for either player. And now Happy alone. No chance at all. There was a tiny opening when they got that. I mean, I don't know how Kenny realized it, but it was some good stuff coming in, but it's not enough.
He gets 2. He gets 2. And right now, Dazed from iBuyPower would just be face palming because he has a problem with going through smokes, and he just sees smokes as this like this impassable wall. Yeah. And that's why, because you go through smokes, and if they're on the other side waiting, you're dead. You're just running face first into a hail of bullets, and there isn't a damn thing you can do about it. It's
so difficult. I mean, I like what Recursive are up to, you know, flashing over the smoke and hoping to run through with their backs turned so that they don't get flashed themselves. But NIP were ready for it. I mean, they did what they needed to do. They came out on top. Now we're into the 12th round, and this is looking, well, this is the most one-sided game we've seen so far, even outdoing LGB versus Mystic, the other French team that went home today.
Yeah, this is brutal for the Frenchman. You're absolutely right. And now, well, again, shots going out, and Get Right gets Uzi through the smoke, finds that spray, gets that headshot, and again, Recursive, they're going to have to work with a man-down situation.
They will. How do they make it back from this? That's the question. I think they're going to try and flash them into the... No? Maniac's already here.
Yeah, Maniac, he's worked his way up here. Oh, he gives it away, though. He just sees the shadow, and he was pre-firing there. He's expecting him to come around the corner and peek. Tries to get it, preemptive shot, and it gives away his position, and now, well, Nip know what's up.
Good shot from GMX. They're going to keep going, but in the library, Exist is waiting. He does spot one. More people are coming through. Exist not finding a kill yet. And then up in the apartments, Forest is taking up a great position here. This is such a strong position right now.
They'll never expect it. Look at this. It's turned. Oh, Kenny. Instant shot onto Forest. Nicely done.
Expects the unexpected. Very cool
there
stuff
you go.
there. Yeah, that was a strong position for Forest. Now the bomb is going to go down, and this could be a round from Recursive finally. Maniac's on the flank here. Takes down Get Right. Goes for a second one, but can't quite find the kill. But this should be their round, really.
This has to be their round. They have 3 members surviving here. Kenny with 6 HP, but he's just got to hide right now. He's down in pit, and he does get quite a bit of damage onto Exist. 3 HP left for Exist, and Kenny continues to face, man. This guy is not scared. The molly goes down, and there's the headshot onto Freiburg. Kenny, yes. The bravery, man.
A little part of me wanted him to run into the fire then just
Yeah,
accidentally, but it doesn't happen. Well, Exist is going to make it out alive. Recursive finally taking a round here and making it 11-1, but it feels like it is too late. It's too late for this kind of round to come.
Yeah, no, this is a struggle, man. This is going to be a struggle. They managed to hold on to a rifle, so there's that, I suppose. You know, switching it up for the M4, but this is still Uzi sitting with not a whole lot of money.
You can come back from having 7-0 or 9-0, something like that, and then just all of a sudden take 3 rounds in a row, and then you start regaining some confidence.
Sure.
10-0, it's almost too much.
Well, you just start wondering, like, why can we not make anything work at this point? Like, what is going on with us? And the problem is, as well now, it's like additional pressure. If they lose this next round, they're not going to have a dime to work with in the following, and they could end this up, you know, like 13-2.
Yeah, that'll be a big problem. We'll see how this goes. Inferno. I mean, it is a counter-terrorist favored map, but not by this much.
Not by this much.
We'd say between sort of equal teams, maybe like 9-6 or something like that at best. This is way too much. I mean, a team like Very Games famously sometimes only need like 4 rounds on the terrorist side, and they're good.
Yeah, they've had those epic comebacks.
Yeah, and technically Recursive, you know, they can still make that those 4 rounds, but let's see. I mean, 1 round at a time. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt here.
They need to channel their inner Frenchmen at this point, the French brethren.
Oh, they run through the smoke, down on Banana, but as you said, Freiburg, the king of Banana, takes down only 1 in fact, and does a lot of damage to Kenny. But that's still, I mean, they're going to rotate Get Right over there instantly. Another kill going on in the A-bomb site right now. It's a 3-on-4 situation. Recursive.
Big deal here. Where are they going to go with this bomb? That's the thing, and it looks like it will be the A play. We still have 2 members here for Nip, however. And they could set this up. Look at this. Get Right already going to work, managing to pick off the 1. Fifth Lauren gets another onto Kenny.
Yes, excellent flash coming out there. Gets the 1 kill. Could have probably got the double, but the spray wasn't quite on. Happy's jumping down into the pit, trying to see if he can find Flower, and he will, and takes him out. Nice shooting. That's going to leave it up to Exist now. In a 1-on-2, but they got 4 and 12 HP. If he had a grenade, he could kill somebody easily and then make it a 1-on-1.
Yeah, he's checking right now. He's checking the angles. He doesn't quite know. He hasn't quite spotted it. Still, instant shot from Happy. Nicely done. Exist, he goes for the shot as well, but it goes wide.
And there's the triple kill from Happy in that round, and also a double from Maniac. So they're really stepping it up in the rifling department. And now NIP, I mean, the big problem as well is that NIP's economy after those first 11 rounds so strong that you know, they buy once again. And even if they lose this round, they might have the money on Forest to Get Right here to just be able to buy once more. So it's looking very good for the Swedish team nonetheless. But their economy is starting to dwindle a little bit. So maybe, just maybe, Recursive could make this 11-4. Let's see how this goes, though. Freiburg up on the coils waiting. He's got Get Right with him as well.
Still, I like this, though, the standard setup here from Nip. They know they don't need to risk anything. 2 guys over on B, 3 on A. Just playing it standard. And in fact, the same kind of thing from Recursive. You know, both teams really taking this quite slowly here. We're approaching that minute mark, and there's yet to be any real action.
Yeah, going a little bit slower this time. Looking to flash into the middle, and they'll probably put a smoke up either towards Archway, towards Quads, and then run the other way. Smoke comes out from Flaren. In fact, here they come towards the Quad side, and Flaren just spraying, but not well enough. Forrest is going to take down 1 kill, gets a second one, and that's the bomb drop. and that's a big deal. Forrest can make the call now to his teammates, saying they're all coming here. Can he get a third one? No, Maniac will take him down. And so, actually, Gerard's going to drop as well. It's going to be Exist alone in a 1-on-2, and they managed to retrieve the bomb, so they're going to run for the B bomb side.
Yeah, and look at this. Happy, he's already legging it. Exist is hot on their tails, though, and this has to be a problem. He almost spots out Kenny. Or rather than Happy.
Yeah, very, very close here. Exist took a lot of damage trying to follow Happy in that situation. So 1-on-2, and he's also not got that much health to work with here, and no grenades or anything. He has a kit, but this is going to require just some really good rifling from Exist, the in-game leader in NIP, to make it through. He's going the right way indeed, because you know, if he walks into construction here, I don't think that's going to work out.
No, yeah, both members over there, but that's the real thing as well. Now, Exist, I mean, he's checking the angles. He's going to go for the fake. There you go, makes the noise.
And now we have to
draw them
wonder
out.
if he had gone for the straight defuse, would it have worked out? Maybe it would have. He gets the one kill, tries once again, and now Happy, is he going to check? Not quite yet. Exist, oh, he stops defusing. I'm wondering if he had gone for the straight defuse the first time, if that might have worked out.
That might have worked, but it seemed like they were willing to put it out there, because Recursive had two guys, and you saw the one running in there to check.
Yeah.
And then Exist, he didn't know that there were two guys over there. He was like, you saw him, he did a 180. He was expecting him to come from a different direction.
Yeah. Well, NIP's economy is now officially dropping down low, but then again, the first half is coming to an end. It's the 15th round, so it doesn't matter. They will make the buy. I mean, they're a little low on grenades, and they have the one from us here. Oh, and it's the new from us skin as well. But either way, Recursive starting to bring it back slowly here, and that's actually very good. You know, bring it back 11-4, win the pistol round, and then win the 4th round.
Yeah.
There's a chance. There is a chance.
Slowly but surely, working their way back into this match. And again, not willing to rush things either. You know, the aggressive strat's not really coming out here for Recursive. At this point, they're trying to just work the angles. They know they're landing the shots now. They just need to find them. And still, they kind of float. I mean, this is just Maniac. Now, look at this. He gets right out into quad, and he's actually going to be checking on short.
Yeah, this is good. This is really good work from Maniac. Slowly and methodically working his way forward, hoping to catch anyone that might be peeking him. Smoke goes up, though. Can they get the kill on Exist here? It does spot him, does a lot of damage as well, but now flashes come in, and they have to be careful they don't get caught in the weird crossfire here. If Flaren picks down the bomb, Kenny will take him down. Now Get Right's waiting right in the smoke. He's such a ninja. Comes through, takes down Kenny, turns around, and won't get Happy, and he really shouldn't have either. That was a scary situation then, but now it's Freiburg alone in a 1-on-3. Looks like this might be 11-4.
That was so close. That was so close from Get Right as well. He was so close to landing that spray, but now, there we go. Gets the headshot onto Happy, takes him out of the fight. Now it's a 1-on-2. Uzi and Maniac holding, though, and this is, what, is there one up in the apartments? Yeah, Maniac is up in the apartments. This is going to be so tricky now to find the angle. They've got that crossfire set up, and Freiburg, you hear him stomping about. They hear him stomping about, more importantly.
Yeah, well, now Freiburg knows at least, but that doesn't really help him much. He can't really get rid of that guy up there. He has to go and find him, in fact, to kill him, and there's no chance at all. Uzi will take the final kill. Good half is called. 11-4 is the first half score. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if Recursive managed to somehow bring it back here, that would be the most incredible LAN comeback that we've ever seen. So at least they got that going for them. They have a chance to really impress people, but the chances are it's not going to happen. I mean, let's be honest.
It really does come down to the pistol, doesn't it? To get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really going to be it. If Nip pick up the pistol, that's just going to be so much momentum. That's just going to be them slamming home rounds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's going to be Recursive having to struggle, and they'll have like 1 or 2 rounds to work with.
Yeah.
And you're looking at that thinking, okay, well, we cannot afford to make a single mistake at this point. Our play has to be perfect versus one of the best teams in the world.
And, you know, winning a pistol round against NIP, it's not all that easy, is it?
When you got Forrest.
I mean, unless you're Shoxy, maybe. Maybe then you're feeling
yeah,
pretty
Shoxy,
confident.
exactly, man. And
But
man, we got that tomorrow, man. Very Games are going to be playing tomorrow. Cannot wait to see them in action, especially after what we heard about Shoxy over at MSI.
He did pretty well.
He did pretty well.
He did pretty well. But, well, we've got another 50 seconds before the game is live. So we didn't really get a chance to introduce anything at all. But if you are just joining us, then welcome to the stream. Got some important news because the guys from Valve are actually here at DreamHack. It's pretty cool. They're walking around, talking to people, and just making sure everything's working and running smoothly. And one of the things they actually told me, which I didn't realize, is the more people that watch, the higher the drop rate for the in-game drops are.
Oh.
So, you know, if you want more drops, go and invite your friends, because the more people who actually watch the streams, the more stuff you could potentially get.
And those DreamHack boxes, man, they got the stickers that you can stick on your rifles and all of that, man. They got a lot of, and I think there's like a couple rifle skins as well.
Yeah.
A bit of the rare stuff.
I mean, man, it's good, isn't it? People want those drops. And also, typing ! drop in the Twitch chat does nothing. So don't do it unless you're just trolling. If you're trolling, then keep doing it.
I mean, if you want to take the time to go behind the main setup and hold up a screen that says ! drop kappa, okay.
Somebody
you can
did
do that,
and that was well
but
played.
it doesn't work in the chat. It doesn't work in the chat.
Well, we are going back in game, so here we go. It's Recursive versus NIP.
Yeah, and we are getting into the second half here, guys, and so much riding on this. It's really just like if Recursive want to have a hope of clawing their way back into this game, they need to secure this pistol round. They need to get the job done right here. And NIP, I'm curious to see what, well, they've got Wesley, you know, so it's all good. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do. If they're going to go for like the aggressive YOLO train, or if they're going to go for that aim battle. It's kind of the 50-50 call right now. And we've actually been, you know, for a while there we saw that the pistol, you know, the terrorist pistol strategies were revolving around, you know, just the YOLO train going as 5 and just overwhelming the defense. And then it kind of slowed down and everybody was looking for picks. But we've seen the kind of aggressive play come back into the game.
We have sometimes. I feel like there's a strong chance NIP are going to go for a slightly slower style here. Try and get some pickoffs early on. But the question is where they're going to get those pickoffs. Because if you run down the middle here, there could be someone like Kenny or Maniac just kind of waiting and taking a long shot with a USP. So I feel like the most reasonable thing to do if you want to kill somebody in the middle like this is actually to go up second mid and then try and, you know, because then you kind of cut the distance. Like this area here gets cut out and you just kind of come around the corner and you're at a much closer distance where the Glock is more powerful. I think they'll try and use the numbers advantage so that they just kind of, you know, they get up close and then they make be rushed there, but not a straight rush, just more like a timed rush.
Yeah, it's the overwhelm strat. It's the overwhelm. I mean, let's see what they got in store for us here as we do have all 5 members of NIP back on the server.
Yeah, let's just see. Kenny here in the middle with a grenade.
There
Maniac's there as
well.
well.
Look at that.
So good grenade, and there we go up the second middle, exactly what we were just talking about. And this makes a lot of sense. Again, they're cutting off the distance, but are they going to go into apartments instead? Yeah, they will. So again, that's a short-range battle they're looking for here in IP. But Maniac is ready and waiting, and let's see if he can get one of those great USP shots. No, he takes a shot to the face instead, and it's going to be sent back. That's so
that was scary.
So disheartening, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, okay, I barely saw him, and he already brought me down to 50 HP, and then he gets caught as well. We do have 2 members. Well, they're just falling out of the sky from every which way. GMX is trying to stay alive as best he can in the pit, but it's not for long. He gets taken out, and there's 4 members left alive. NIP will get the plant, and it's all going to be down to Uzi and Happy.
Yeah, and Uzi, he was trying to sacrifice the chicken in the CT spawn just to see if that would somehow, you know, please the blood gods or something like that, but I don't think it will help. It's 4 on 2. It's Uzi and Happy trying to somehow, you know, make Recursive stay in this game, but how could they possibly retake this? Oh, well, a shot like that could be a really good start. Uzi throwing down a flashbang. Happy, he needs to do even more. Molotov going to land down there. Freiburg not too pleased about that.
Yeah, you can be sure about that. And already Exist is setting up. He manages to get 1. Look at that. Biflarn and Exist each getting a kill. And that's the pistol round going NIP's way. And this is the important round here. And this has got to force Recursive's hand. What are they going to go? They did manage to get a couple kills, and it will be the pistol armor buy.
Statistically speaking, at least a while ago when somebody made this statistic, I think it was on HLTV.org, they were compiling data, and they found out that when you lose both pistol rounds, about 80% of the time you will lose the whole game. So so NIP have that going for them. They're also a whole lot of rounds ahead, 8 rounds ahead in total. And they just need 4 more to win. It's going to be near impossible for the French team to bring it back. But they've bought body armor and P250s to try and make it happen. So we can't count them out.
They've got 1 Galil and 4 AKs, and GetRight's already demonstrated that. He picks Kenny off right off the bat. Kenny, and now, well,
yeah, Kenny was trying to sneak up as well in that situation. You know, come up from apartments, catch them from the flank there, but it doesn't work out that way. There's now Maniac, you know, 1-on-5 with nothing to do at all. I mean, what could he hope for?
This is the worst case scenario right here. They don't even get a kill. They don't even force NIP to spend any money. NIP are going to hold on to those rifles. And you know, it's like, it's NIP. You want to say, man, you're really investing in those rifles. If they somehow manage to kill you and pick up your gun, all of a sudden you're giving your opponents the tools necessary to come back and actually change the result of the round. But that happens if you die, and NIP just don't die apparently.
No, that's I mean, Recursive are trying to play the cards that they're dealt. That's what we could take away from this. You know, they knew that they had to come back really early in the second half if they wanted to come back and not just, you know, make a better score, but actually win the game, and that's what they played for. So you gotta appreciate that, but it's just not working out. NIP are looking very, very strong at the moment, and it's going to be 13-4 as a scoreline. 3 more rounds in favor of the Swedish team, the defending champions, and they will have their first victory in the group.
The defending champions, and they had the stack as well over here on B. 2 guys instantly go down. Freiburg waiting for the third. He's looking for it. He's going to find that shot. He's going to spray, and he doesn't quite get it.
Oh, it was very close.
That was lucky.
Very close to getting that one, but it doesn't quite work out in the, well, I mean, there's no body armor, there's no nothing, just, you know, a completely standard eco coming here from Recursive, and it's not playing out in their favor. That's, I mean, it's hard to really say anything intelligent about this game at this point, because what we're just looking at is NIP looking, I mean, they're on the form that we saw before EMS and maybe even before SLTV. Kind of it's hard to call it the old school NIP because we're still talking, you know, this year, but earlier this year, the beginning of the year.
Exactly. This is a return to dominant NIP, it feels like. Kenny does manage to get the drop on Freiburg, so revenge for his fallen teammates, but he's still caught in a box, nowhere to run, and Forrest finds him in the end. It's all down to Happy now, last man alive here for Recursive. He's going to look to see if he can get anything done here with this USPS, but you're right, mate. I mean, it's just NIP. They're looking just so solid, and this is what I was trying to make with the Fragbite Masters reference earlier. It's just the fact that in their group, they dominated it, and it was like 16-6, you know, was the best score that they ran into, and that was just NIP looking so damn good, and they just look to be in top shape right here. They are not giving an inch to Recursive.
And I mean, the funny thing is obviously because they're, you know, different people and different personalities and stuff like that, they treat it very differently. I think they all came into this tournament feeling very confident, but some more than others. You know, some are a little bit more laid back, Existent, Fifarin a little bit more, you know, will take it one game at a time and take it slowly. Freiburg, he was feeling very confident about this tournament. So, you know, a great start like this could really boost that confidence and propel them further onto the game or into these matches.
I'm glad to see that his Orchids dying hasn't affected his
That's very good. That's very good.
Mental state, yeah, and his morale.
I mean, he's given up on those Orchids, and now he's just playing Counter-Strike instead.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
this is the buy coming out here for Recursive. So now they have the rifles. Now they can actually take the fights here and get the kills. Get Right's already fallen pretty low. Uzi, fair trade.
Yeah, now is the time for the Frenchmen. They really need to make a stand. Can they do it? I love this play. They look happy playing. Can we call it? I don't want to call it a Pronax position because somebody's going to, you know, correct us later on and say somebody else made it up. But it's a strong position in the construction area. Shooting through here actually does a lot of damage to Forrest, but can't find the kill. And his teammate inside the bomb site goes down. Grenade going to fly out. And look at NIP. They come hunting for him. Forrest finally drops, but so does Happy. So it's a 2-for-1 trade.
2-for-1 trade. There we go. GMX comes rushing through and finds Freiburg. Freiburg can't quite find the shot. He does do a lot of damage, though. GMX a little bit low, but it's still a 3-on-3 situation. And now, well, Recursive could have the men necessary to get the job done. It's just finding a way in. There's the spray through the wall again.
So close by Kenny. That was inches away from him finding the right angle, but the bomb is down now. And I have no idea why Maniac took so long to rotate over. I think he thought there was someone flanking them, but there wasn't, and he spent, I mean, a good 20 seconds just waiting in the A bomb site. 2-on-3 situation, and Recursive can't afford to let this round go. Maniac gets the one kill, gets a second one. That's very good. Now it's a 2-on-1. Flarin drops, and a great retake from Recursive. Finally, something is working.
It comes together in the end. Maniac, there you go, man. He was just bracing himself for the job to come. They just needed to take a little bit of time, catch his breath. But that was a big play there, managing to come in there and just retake everything. And, well, that's just Recursive holding it back, holding this boulder back for just a little while longer because NIP, 1 round away from securing overtime at least.
I mean, I think we spoke about this earlier in the day when we were talking about LGB and their sort of, when they were behind against Mystic. In a situation like this, winning a few rounds does not really win you the game.
Yeah.
You need a massive performance from individual players. You need Kenny to go out and just ace a whole team and then do it again in the next round to the point where NIP all of a sudden feel like they have no chance. You know, it has to be something really crazy like that. Otherwise, the Swedish team will probably be able to clinch the last 2 rounds here. I mean, they have a lot of rounds to go still.
Yeah, I'd say you're looking for that magic right now, and whether Recursive have it or not, you know, we're about to find out, seeing as how there are very few rounds left to demonstrate it with. And now, well, GMX, I mean, it's back down to a bit of a standard hold here. We had a bit of a firefight going on in apartments to start, but now Uzi pokes out onto Banana, doesn't see anything, and falls back to site. And they're going to just set up that crossfire.
And he's flashed out to do that by Happy. He was now sort of switching up positions. Now they're going to go for the smoke instead. So we're just getting some examples here of different ways to defend the B-bomb side of Inferno, and that's always kind of cool. You know, I do love the flash over the wall and just trying to make sure that you can peek out. In the meantime, though, this smoke. Well, one of them is going to disappear soon. Uzi's going to throw up another one, and NIP are waiting patiently outside.
They really are waiting quite patiently outside, and that's a second smoke going down. They're actually going to run right through it, and they run right into the waiting arms of Uzi, who gets 2 quick kills. He swaps for the AK, more ammo. Happy goes in, gets 1 as well, and now, well, it's Get Right and Fiflaurin, last man alive.
We'll see. Get Right is in the middle here. Does catch Kenny. Should be able to take the kill on him, but actually weirdly missing that shot. Takes 1 on Maniac, and not sure why Kenny survived that situation, but either way, it's a 1-on-4. I don't see Get Right coming out of this with only 12 HP, so it's going to be 14-6 here, and, well, I mean, it's a good start to the comeback here for Recursive. It could still happen.
It could still happen, man. They just, we need to see more rounds like this where they force NIP's hand, force NIP to run through smokes, force them into uncomfortable positions where they can just capitalize on that. NIP, having to go through, I mean, sure, they flashed and everything, but they were in the perfect position to deal with that Recursive. They set it up perfectly, and they dropped the bomb, and then Nip just ran out of options. If they can continue doing that, well, then we might see the magical here. We might witness something.
It'd be very cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a fan of Recursive, then now is a good time to really send them your thoughts, cross fingers or whatever it is, some sort of ritual to send them some energy that they can maybe bring it back here. Uzi and Happy still in this bomb site. Happy going to take up, no, not really going to take up position, just going to go up in the corners, I guess. Yeah, a little bit. And in the middle, we got Kenny S with the AWP.
But there we go, the headshot onto Fiflaurin to start things off. Great start for Kenny S. He's going to get flashed, however, he has to give ground, but this is potentially setting up for his teammate who's still in the corner.
Shoots through, does a lot of damage, but hasn't found the kill yet. But that shot from Kenny S definitely a good start. Now a 4-on-5 situation, and NIP are running down the clock here. They did it last time too. It's only about 50 seconds now, so they need to make a move at some point.
Looks like it's going to be A after all. Kenny again coming back over the R side of things. He gets another shot, drops the exist, the bomb carrier this time. Yeah, he's picking them off one after the other. He gets another shot. Kenny S going big, gets another shot, 4 in a row.
Oh, wow, Kenny, that was absolutely beautiful. And NIP looked almost defenseless then. They're kind of waiting weirdly in the middle for a long time, and Kenny just kept on going back, peeking. All 4 kills going in favor of him, and this is what we are talking about now. It's 14-7, and Kenya still has the AWP. NIP on top of that are back to ecoing. They did not get the bomb plant. This could really happen.
This could be it, man. This could be it. And NIP, they're going for P250s. Small investment on their side, but we'll see if they can overrun them, and it's looking like that's what they want to do, man. That's what we saw in the pistol. They're looking to just catch Kenny S out, and Kenny, too wise, man. Too wise for this. He gives ground, sets it up for GMX, who catches Freiburg, rather.
And yeah, you're right. Smart play from Kenny, falling back from that position, realizing that since he didn't see anyone at all middle, good chance they're going to come up second middle, and didn't want to get caught out at all. Kenny here doesn't quite get the flick shot on, but Exist, I mean, with no chance really. 1-on-4 here. Nice shot onto Kenny. Well, that was beautiful. Wait for the other one. Can he get it? Not quite. Uzi will take him now. That was a good P250 shot.
That was just picture perfect right there. Line up those crosshairs. Well, now 8-14. The gap is closing here. The Frenchmen, they found themselves, and they've got money to work with as well. But this is going to be the buy coming out here for Nip, and it's just going to be AKs across the board, nades, armor, the whole works.
Only a 6-round difference now. I mean...
Yeah, they're closing that gap, man. They are getting back into this here.
Let's see, where's this smoke going to go? Maniac. All the way down there, landing right by the car, so just trying to defend Banana. In the meantime, in the middle, Kenny S picks up 1 onto Forest. If they make this comeback, that would be unbelievable.
That would be legendary.
Yeah.
That would be legendary, and that would be the biggest upset of the tournament at this point.
Hard to see how. I mean, that would bring them enough momentum to last them pretty much all of 3 mag.
So you take out.
They're gonna flash out. Uzi runs through their own smoke, and that was a mistake. Now it's gonna be up to Happy to try and defend this bomb site. NIP are pushing through. Backup is arriving there. Kenny with the AWP flashing in, trying to guess the angle, but won't find a kill. And Happy's just wall banging through here. The bomb is going to go down. 4-on-5 retake situation from Recursive. They have to do this.
Kenny's still here. He's still scoped up. He's still looking on the other side of that smoke. However, he is not going to find anybody. They're holding strong here, Nip. Hiding as best they can. And well, there's still 3 members left alive here for Recursive. Recursive have to get in and do the job, and they do the double nade, but it just barely fails to kill Fiflaurin. Fiflaurin and Exist still going at it.
Freiburg waiting here for Happy. It's a 1-on-3 situation. He gets the 1 kill, makes it 1-on-2, but Freiburg will take him down 15-8, and that's kind of the death sentence. That's, I mean, now they only really you just need one more round here, obviously, in IP, and that psychologically is a big disadvantage for Recursive, because they start feeling like, you know, they probably were beginning to believe in the comeback. They're beginning to build up that hype and that confidence, and then, you know, now they realize they're fighting for overtime. They need to win 7 rounds in a row here without dropping a single one.
Yeah, they've lost that safety net. They take that jump now, well, there's nothing to hold them back. And Kenny is actually going for the aggressive off play into apartments, and he finds the shot onto Fifth Floor. And this is something that Kenny loves to do. Get into apartments, peek second mid, and pick off somebody right off the bat like that. Kenny, this is the kind of play that we need to be seeing out of Kenny right now to keep their hopes alive, to keep everything going for Recursive.
Gotta love it. Uzi being flashed out, does get the first kill there on Freiburg, so nice defense. Nice offense, in fact. Let's just see.
This is dope. And now, yeah, we have like, what, 3 guys over here? No, 2 guys, in fact. 3 on A, 2 on B still. It's a lot of spray going out.
You have to ask yourself if this game would have been really drastically different if Recursive had started on the counter-terror side. If they had started off and just, you know, done really well. NIP have got only 4 rounds here in the second half, so, you know, maybe things would have looked slightly different. Let's see.
Yeah, and well, I mean, there's still 30-odd seconds left on the clock here at NIP. They have to make the play, and it looks like it's going to be for A. The bomb is over on this side of the map, and all 3 of them, in fact, going to be checking those angles. They have to find the shot. Kenny's still alive, however, in a position to punish. He doesn't find the shot. However, he's going to flash, and that's going to buy time. There's the 2 guys working up short, but they have the crossfire set up. Everybody here.
Yeah, GMX waiting. Oh, that's Kenny with the shot on assist there. They're pushing him, but Forrest going to be alone. A flawless round coming in from Recursive. Nobody dying at all. So now, that was 1 out of the 7. Now 6 more rounds in a row. That's what we're looking for. Recursive, the French team, they're fighting for the overtime. If they lose this game, though, they're not out of the tournament. But still, you know, they got to be careful.
Yeah, these are still the groups where it's 2 wins, you're through. 2 losses, you're out of the tournament. So this is the first match of the day for both of these teams in this Group B. And, well, you know, that's the thing. You lose the first one, you go on to face Universal Soldiers.
Yeah, nobody wants. I mean, that's not fun either. They've been a very strong team.
That they have. I mean, it's Universal Soldiers or iBuyPower. Like, which would you rather face at that point? I'm not sure. It's a tough one, and every group like this in this tournament is tough like that. It's impossible to call.
NIP with Eco once again. Get Right's picked up 1 AK, but that's pretty much it. Kenny's just waiting up here. He's getting great backup from GMX as well, and they should be able to shut this down just fine.
Well, they get revenge on Kenny, however, but hey, GMX is here to clean up. He should be in a position, however, no. Fifth Lauren punishes him. Fifth Lauren going for some more kills. It's not going to happen. They're spraying relentlessly.
I think Uzi wanted to go for the knife then. He was running it with the knife, his knife out, so that would have been great fun. Kenny has got 20 kills. In spite of the fact that they're still 5 rounds behind, Kenny's really stepping it up. It feels like, you know, still Uzi. GMX has also really been playing better and better, but those 2 players initially, they got so few kills in the first half that it really put a big dent in Recursive's chances here. Yeah,
it was a struggle right from the start. And Recursive, I mean, they're slowly but surely getting back into this. It's going to be the buy, however, now for NIP. Although a bit of a forced one. Galil's on 3 members here, so not the best firepower. But NIP, I mean, NIP again, focusing on second mid, really just taking advantage of this way in. And are they going to be moving into apartments again? The problem is, however, there's 2 guys here. Exactly.
Kenny is definitely ready and waiting for that. They do make the peek. He misses the shot, though, and it's going to fall back. He's got backup in GMX here. I like this setup from Recursive, putting all 3 members up in the apartments almost. Maniac here to catch them in when they come out, but I think that's a nice initial attempt to catch somebody off early on. It doesn't quite work off, and now the question is, can they defend further on back here?
It slows Ninjas and Pyjamas down as well. You know, it's like, okay, well, now we have to check every single angle and make absolutely perfectly sure that nobody is here, but now they are going to be moving on out, getting closer to that spot. 5 members alive still, for both teams, in fact. But it's going to be 4 members over on the A side now. Recursive reacting to this, and they are starting the party.
Oh, Kenny, and that's Maniac picking up another one. Kenny finally goes down, but Maniac is not done yet. He's just swabbling out rifles here. Grenade down into the pit. Flaren alone in a 1-on-4. That first shot by Kenny was so quick because he actually just looked the complete other way. Maniac in the end picks up a triple kill, and there it is. 11 to 15. No bomb plant for NIP. No money to buy. things, I mean, they're really running out of time here in IP. They need to close this game right now.
It's getting dangerous, man. It's getting dangerous. We're down to 4 rounds. Yeah, this is so close. And Nip not being able to get on there, they just telegraphed it seems, where Recursive got the perfect read where they had the 4 members over there to just lock down that site. And Nip coming out of the apartments, it just didn't play out. Did not work. And now, well, Kenny S, he's setting up again to get the kills. Not going to see anybody mid. It's going to be action B this time, it looks like.
Yeah, they got the P250s, but is it enough to take down Happy here? Just might be, but he's playing it smartly, and he's also got backup with Uzi, so making their way into B is going to be a little bit difficult.
Smoke going down as well. Uzi actually getting 2. Happy getting 1 of his own. Exist comes right back, and Exist gets a double kill. He's got the bomb as well, and is he going to get the plant? The graceful leap lands him right there in the corner, and he does get the plant. So it's a 1-on-3 situation, but he's still guaranteed himself the money.
Yeah, and that's very important. NIP going to have a lot of money to work with now. They got the round loss bonus, they got the bomb planning money as well, and that's very good. But let's just take stock of the situation here. First half, NIP were 11-0 before Recursive even picked up a round, and it ended 11-4 here. But now, I mean, now we're looking at 15-12. It's already been an immense comeback from the French team, and NIP can feel this, and so can Recursive. You can absolutely be sure that right now it's Recursive that has sort of the mental advantage. They've brought that back again. They just need 3 more rounds, and they feel like they probably can get them.
Now this is within their grasp. And well, when Kenny's fired up, man, he continues to get the shots, and he's checking out in mid again. Will he find one? There is a man there. Not sure. He's going back for seconds. Is he going to find him? No. Doesn't look like he's changing up his action here.
Kenny's waiting here. Oh, misses the shot. That was very close, but rushing down is Get Right and gets caught by DMX. That was a misplay from Get Right here. Freiburg going to go down as well over on Banana. What's happening, Semler? This is such cool play from the Frenchmen. They're bringing it back round by round, and NIP, they must be feeling frustrated now. This has gone from being a wondrous start for the Swedish team, and all of a sudden, it's looking very shaky.
It's looking so scary, and this from an underdog team as well. Recursive, you know, they won. They got in here through one of the online qualifiers, got their way paid here by Faceit, and actually got a team as well to help support them. But this is all on the line right now. 3 members left alive here, 4 ninjas in pajamas, and they're already taking flak. Exist taking the heat now through the wall. They're happy, spraying.
Yeah, Uzi's defending inside here. The Baron comes in, but his face will be removed, and it's going to be Forrest alone. Now in a 1-on-4. Turns around, tries to do the tap with the AK, but it doesn't work out. It's going to be 15-13, and now NIP have... I mean, if they lose this round without ecoing...
They're going to buy.
Or without putting down the bomb, they won't have that much money for the final round. This is NIP's time to do it.
It's do or die. It's get it 16-13, or this goes to overtime. That's pretty much the situation now at this point for NIP. And well, I mean, NIP, they have enough for the full buy, and it's just, again, AKs across the board. Kenny still got his sniper, his off in hand. Going for the smoke, in fact, and where is Kenny going to go? He's going to go straight up into apartments again, try and punish them on the apartments. He goes for the shot, he misses it, and he actually takes a little bit of flak.
But look at GMX. This is a cool position to take. If he stays here a little while and just buys time, he might actually catch them by surprise. Get Right, somehow realizing that happened. No idea how Get Right saw that coming at all.
Get Right is psychic, man.
Yeah, that was some next level prediction going out there, because you see Kenny up in the apartments, you spot him, you make him fall back. You're not thinking, well, there's going to be another counter-terrorist pushed up even further than Kenny was. That seems so unlikely. And now the B-bomb site is very much over for business. If they drop Uzi here, if they get the right grenades or just get the entrance, that'd be a big deal.
Now, but Kenny finds 1 kill, brings it back down to a 4-on-4, and Get Right has taken some damage as well. So things have evened up here. But it's still Recursive at a disadvantage. They need to get another kill to start feeling a little bit comfortable here in this situation. But 45 seconds left on the clock means that NIP are going to start moving. They're going to start trying to get a game plan together here. And the bomb making its way up Banana. That's pretty much it. The decision is B.
Yeah, it is. Uzi first out of flashbang. Here comes the push. Happy's over here. He gets caught with the grenade in his hand. Oh no! Uzi goes down as well. No, Recursive. It was looking so good. And now it's 2-on-4. And this retake is going to be nearly impossible. Kenny trying to wall bang through, just hoping to get a lucky shot on somebody. Let's just see. Brainiac going to force out the ground a little bit, but Kenny going to pick up the kill. There it's 2-on-3. Maniac. Just waiting for it. Kenny gets the no-scope. It's back to a 2-on-2. Maniac trying to turn the corner. He's going to get caught. He goes down, and now it's a 1-on-2. Exist is still alive, and so is Flaren, and they should get the kill. There's the crossfire, and NIP close out the game 16-13. My God, that was really, really scary for a moment.
Welcome back again, guys. What's up?
Oh, what's up? Well, Semler, that was a weird match. That was like a roller coaster ride. It went from being a completely crushing stomp where you just look at NIP and think, well, this is just already over, and then all of a sudden, I mean, the Frenchmen, they really picked it up at the end.
Yeah, they did, man. They did. They brought the fight back, and you know that now Nip are probably sitting there just trying to catch their breath. You know, their heart must be racing. Their hearts must be racing at this point because that was way too close for comfort. And that against Recursive, one of the teams that, you know, going into this group, we were saying they're good, but they're unproven. You know, they don't have the experience, and Kenny in particular is seen as, you know, one of these weaker players on land who doesn't quite handle it. But Kenny this time around, I mean, look at this. They got their backs to the wall, and as you were saying, they got their backs to the wall, and when realizing, well, we have nowhere else to go, we have to go forward, they almost did it. They came so close.
Such a sick game indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, it's only the first game of Group B, so we got more action coming up. Right now, we're waiting for the result, I guess, from Universal Soldiers and iBuyPower. I'm not sure if it's done yet, but we'll figure it out. I guess the winners game is going to be on the first stream, and we'll do the losers game right here. So stay tuned, and we'll be back soon enough after these commercial